The main thing as an investor is control, and see if you can control the asset, then you have options, right? Hey guys, this is Level Skinner here once again. I am back here bringing you another video that I'm shooting. This one here, it's a home that we just acquired, and this is a really great deal for us. One of the things I like to talk about is, the goal for an investor is to control the asset. And if you're controlling the asset, you have an opportunity to make money on the asset. And so this particular property here, we just completed the acquisition. We were able to acquire this property and take control for less than $5,000. So if you want to see how we take control of a property that is about $1.1 million, stay with me, watch me, show you the type of properties that you can do that with. As an investor, the problem is never money. The problem is about ideas. If you have the right amount of ideas and you know how to communicate those ideas, you can put deals together. Every deal is different. This structure was a different structure, but at the end of the day, the goal is simple. Acquire the property, take possession, take control. And if you have control, then you have options. And so this house, the ARV on this house is $1.1 million. And so stay with me. I'm gonna pan the camera around, show you the neighborhood. I'm gonna walk you through the house. And then at the end, I'll tell you a little bit about the deal structure, and give you an idea how we were able to take control of this particular property for less than $5,000, $1.1 million, less than $5,000 out of pocket, with 2 years of interest-free for the first 2 years of this project. All right, here we go. It has about 5 bedrooms, almost 6,000 square feet, with a pool. So it's a 3-car garage, as you can see. This is what it looks like. Very high ceilings, about 14 feet high ceilings all the way around. And then of course it opens up. Look at that view. Look at that view. This is what $1 million plus gets you. Because that's really the only thing that needs to be done. So over here, there is a fireplace, and this is like the formal living. And so you have your own fireplace. The house have multiple fireplace. And so this is one. And then of course, once again, the really high ceilings. Up these stairs, the first level here, we have, of course, and you guys can see, you have this beautiful, wood grain, wood floors all throughout the home. Well, at least a big part of the first floor. And so here we have a office. I guess, once again, look at those ceilings. So I'm gonna bring you back over here, and then we go into the living, the informal living here. And once again, nice, really big ceilings. As I mentioned before, this house is roughly about 6,000 square feet. And so what we're gonna do, this is the second fireplace, we're gonna update all of the wood grain. We're gonna paint it white. So the deal structure, we're gonna come in, we're gonna do all of the updates to make the house as updated as possible. And so here's the kitchen. We got your double oven. We will change out those ovens. We will put stainless steel. We'll change out the fridge. We will paint the cabinet. We will replace the counters. At least that's my initial thoughts. And then over here, there is a second bath, stand-up shower. And so here's the backyard. And here I am going to be spending my time. Summer vacation 2022. So we're gonna power wash all of this, but it just gives you an idea. Really nice fireplace outside. And now I'm taking you back to the master. So this is the master bedroom. Look at this. I mean, I am so happy about this acquisition, this home. You know, in life, you know, we started out this deal, we worked this deal for a very long time. We had multiple times we changed the structure, but we just kept being persistent. And in the end, we got a deal done that's better than the deal we thought we were getting in the first place. But it was a deal that made the seller confident and happy, and it made him comfortable. And it was a deal that made, of course, I was comfortable because it was a better deal than I was hoping for. And so it was a win-win. One of the things I learned, UTA Go Maverick. This is the master closet. And over here, guys, is the one thing that you need, and it comes with the furniture. I told the seller, I said, hey man, leave the furniture. Leave the theater room furniture. I didn't want to have to go and spend money putting in all new theater room equipment and furniture. And so look at that. There's Scarface. If you guys, Scarface, Lord of Rings, I mean, it just lets you know, right? You know, everybody knows this gentleman.
Come on. Rolling on that highway, you know. Wow. Come on.
And one of the things I'm appreciating, especially with this one, is the condition. The condition is much better. This here is a bedroom. And so you have an option to put a room here, really nice room. As you can see, and really nice size. But this also is another bedroom. So this house have 5 bedrooms, have 1 master downstairs and 4 upstairs. And then of course, it have an office with lots of game room and everything else. So. And then over here we have nice tub. And so this is almost, you know, like a guest suite. It could be nice counters. Here's, look at this view. This is the view looking down. Look at those floors, man. Now you guys gotta tell me, what would you do with those floors? I mean, other than thinking about seeing it maybe a little bit darker stain around the handrails, but I almost don't want to touch it. this. This is a Jack and Jill. Just wanted to show you guys. Really great. I don't like the carpet passing through, but first I was really worried about it, but I realized the bathroom does have tile. And then here is another bedroom. I believe this is the fourth bedroom up here.
I said, baby, I know you're on a roll, sweet honey.
And so once again, thank you for following me. I hope you like and subscribe. What was beautiful about this deal, we purchased it, we were able to take control using what we call a lease option, which a lease option, it allows you to, for a period of time, you have an option price. And so, for us, we have an option price that we can execute that option at any time we so please within the first 2 years of this deal. And all of my lease payments are credited against that option price, which means the price that I'm purchasing the house for, all of the payments that I'm making up front on the lease option is then credited to me towards the purchase price. So my purchase price goes down. And so essentially, I'm not even paying interest on the house, because all I'm doing is taking a payment that I'm providing the seller, because that's the way we structure the deal, that when I go to execute the option, right? So if you don't know lease option, look it up. When I go to execute the option, I get 100% of all of the payments that I made during the lease option period, which means I've gotten a better deal than if I went out and actually purchased the house outright. Because if I purchased it outright at the price that the seller wanted, I would end up having to pay interest on that price. And because we were able to restructure the deal and do a lease option, because you don't have to buy everything. I used to be under the belief that I had to buy everything. But sometimes you can get creative and makes the seller happy. It takes care of him because he's getting a payment every month, covers his mortgage, taxes, and insurance. He's good. He's comfortable. He didn't have to do a second position on the seller financing. So one of the things we offered up front was seller financing. He didn't want to have a second position. So he's like, hey, you know what? I don't want to do a second position, but I don't need to sell the house right away. So why don't we do a lease option? I put forward a lease option, and he was excited about the lease option. And he was excited about giving me full credit for all of my lease payments. So I am getting to pay in to the deposit. And so when 2 years from now comes, guess what happens? The home appreciates even more in value, because the market is going up. My option price is locked. The money that I'm paying is refunded to me as a credit. And because I'm going to be doing corporate leasing, someone is going to be living in the house. They're going to be making monthly payments. And so during that period of time, I'll be generating money for the property. Just like I generate money for the apartment that I also didn't buy. I didn't buy the apartment building. I just did the same, I'm doing the same deal. Corporate leasing apartment. I say all of this to say the goal, once again, is to control the asset. You don't have to buy every house. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to buy every house. And if you're an investor and you go to make an offer, if you're only making one offer and the person don't like the price that you're offering, they will say no. So you may make a cash offer, but it's a very low price. I used to do that. I know what I'm talking about. I used to be making a lot of offers, and they're like, no, we don't want it. Now I make you 4 offers with 4 options. And so you get to decide which one of those options you want. And every option gets closer and closer to the price that you actually want. The terms may be different. So I give you different terms, more favorable terms to me, which gives you more money, or I give you cash, which is less money, right? Is less money for you, or little, not going to be the money that you're looking for, but it still gets you cash in your hand. So if somebody's paying cash, you get a discount. If somebody wants a high price, you can offer them terms. Sometimes we forget that we don't have to buy everything. And so you have lease options, you have seller financing, you have a combination of lease, seller financing, and cash. And so there's a lot of options when we think about funding a deal that we don't always think about. And so what you're going to see, if you decide to subscribe and hit the bell, you're going to see me do this with real estate, residential, but you're going to also see me do it with commercial property. I just took down a commercial real estate transaction that I just completed. We just closed today, so I'm feeling good about life. And we actually also purchased the business, and it was the same deal. It was a combination of cash and seller financing and loan assumptions, and we got that deal done. So stay tuned for more information on that deal. Thanks for following. I appreciate you guys, and be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and if you do, you get a lot of content, and I show you how to control assets without using a lot of your own money. And if you're able to do that, once you have control, you have options. If you don't have control, you have no options. It's really that simple. All right, so you guys have a good day. 2022 is starting off with a bang. We can have a lot of these videos coming out and a lot of deals we expect to get done in 2022. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time.